Gentlemen, may I have your attention, please? The show starts in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Go.
Hello! How's everybody doing? Welcome to Movie Chats. As you can see, I am on my own. Hope everybody's well. If you're in the... I've got 5 people viewing at the minute. Say hi, guys. Hey, Joan. Hey, Santa. Steve, considering you can't be here tonight, you seem to be in the chat. So clearly you could have made an effort, but never mind. But yeah, hi. Welcome, everybody. It's just me tonight. We're not going through the usual schedule tonight. I thought I'd pop on and sort of wing it and see how I go. Hey, Chris. I'm glad you're here to support me. Thanks, pal. Hope everybody's had a good day. What everybody been up to? I've been out and done some pickups today, and I tried to do some videoing because I finally got me GoPro out, Chris, and tried to give it a go. It seems it's a little bit harder than I expected it to be, but I've actually ordered a harness, so I can put that on instead because I've got a clip that came with it, but it sticks out about like that far from my body. You could dress a little tonight. Well, this is it, Steve. With you not here, I'm not going to bother making an effort, mate. I'm just going to dress up in the best tops I've got. But yeah, I tried to take the GoPro out today. It went badly from the start, really. I did a little video in the car just to say where I was going, what I was doing, and a bit later on, I was supposed to be having a little tattoo done on my arm again. And the second I finished the video, the guy messaged me to say that he weren't very well. So that video was messed up from the start. I went round CEX and a couple of the charity shops. I did get some pickups, but yeah, it is pretty difficult, and you sort of you're aware that it's there at the minute, so it's just getting used to it, I suppose. But hopefully, I can get some videos out and actually utilize the thing I paid a fortune for. Hey, Shabba. Tonight, I'll send Chris you LED light. What's that? Chris, you remind me of the LED aliens from the film Cocoon. Oh, God. I've got a mate of mine at work. He's slightly off topic, but I've got a mate of mine at work. He's bought a 3D printer and he's been printing all sorts of stuff off. Anyway, I've been hinting at him that I wanted a Thor hammer. So he sent me a picture the other day, but he's printed one off. So I'm hoping it'll wing its way to me because it'll look pretty cool in here. How's everybody doing? Hey, Shabba. Sorry, I just said that. Hope you're well, buddy. Yeah, again, if you're watching, pop your name in the chat and say hello. So what I was going to do is just talk about a few things today. I've watched some movies this week. I actually forced myself to sit down and watch some that I hadn't seen before. I would love to go and see Top Gun because everybody and his dog seems to have seen it and said it's really good. I'm hoping it's just as good outside of the cinema when I get to watch it, because I don't think I'll get there to watch it. The timings around here seem to be in the evenings, and it's difficult to do that. If they had one during the day, I'd probably go and watch it. But I'm looking forward to that movie, since how everybody else has said it's really good. But yeah, so I'd sat down and I've sort of forced myself to watch a few. So the first one I watched, and let me know if you've seen them, Jurassic World. But yeah, I did have a nosy earlier, Chris. I noticed you managed to sell them Jurassic Park Reeboks. I'm not going to lie, I was a bit gutted at that, but I couldn't pay that money for them. As much as I waste my money, I couldn't pay that money for them, but they look awesome. Just around the time that new movie comes out, though, as well. But yeah, so a couple of one I watched Southland Tales, which is by the director of Donnie Darko. It's been in my Arrow collection for a while, but what had drawn me to it was the fact that obviously it was the guy that did Donnie Darko. Sarah Michelle Gellar was in it. Dwayne Johnson and Shane Scott. Is it Sean Scott? It's a bizarre movie. I mean, Donnie Darko is not the simplest of movies, but this is bizarre, and I'm not 100% sure what I make of it. It's yeah, there's a massive cast in it. I mean, there's loads of sort of parts. I mean, you've got Justin Timberlake doing the voiceover of it. Watching Jurassic World tomorrow morning. Okay. But yeah, it's hard to explain really what it is, but it's just a bizarre movie. But I might give it another go at some point. But for now, at least I've watched one of my many Arrow videos, which is the main thing. The second one I watched, which I've been looking forward to watching, was Last Night in Soho. So this is an Edgar Wright movie, which is the guy who did Baby Driver, Scott Pilgrim versus the World, and the Cornetto trilogy. So his movies are really good, usually. And I did enjoy it. It was a bit of a thriller. Young girl goes off to I think she's a dress designer or something, to like a college or a uni, rents a room, and she starts going to sleep at night and going back to the 60s to like sort of living somebody else's life. And then she starts seeing a load of dead people, and she's sort of living through the eyes of this woman. But there's some good twists in it. The guy who plays, he's one of the Doctor Who's, I forget his name now. He's in it. But yeah, I enjoyed this a lot more. But the cinematography on it is stunning. There's so much. The sets are really, really nice. That's that I was watching. But yeah, so that was a good one for me. So Last Night in Soho. So I watched that. What we saying in the chat? I see no saints. So I've watched There's No Saints today. That was good. It's about a move enforcer. Okay, Steve. Was awesome yeah, exactly. And this is it, and this is what I'm thinking. I'm hoping it translates to the small screen as well as the big screen. I mean, I've got a soundbar and everything, but it's just I would love to have seen it at the cinemas, but I don't think I'm going to get a chance to. But I'm hoping it's just as good a movie. Sort of sat at home watching it. So he's watching Jurassic World tomorrow morning. What's that say? Sorry, Shava. I'm watching Jurassic World next Tuesday, then Elvis the week after. Yeah, so actually on Elvis, I'll show you something. So I'd been saying to Chris, Carby Chris, that obviously with the new Elvis movie coming out, it might be worth sort of keeping an eye out for stuff. Anyway, just by sheer chance today, I've gone into one of the charity shops, and the lady had literally said to me, she literally just put it out. But I picked up this. See what you think of it. So it's a Graceland Dollarama, is it they call it? I'm just going to turn this light off just to show you something. So what I did like about it though is obviously it's got underneath there Elvis. Well, I don't know if you can see it with the lights, but it literally, you can see a little bit in the corner there. So you've got the fountain that lights up, there's some glass windows there, and the actual house lights up, which is pretty cool. But the detail on it is brilliant. Little car and everything. It's really cool. But I like the Elvis stuff anyway. But I saw the trailer, and the trailer looks really good. With Tom Hanks in, so I'm looking forward to that. Oh, shit. It won't be the HD version. What's this he's got to say? Chris is saying, is there any Netflix recommendations? I haven't watched any films on there for a while. I was watching, I think it was a documentary yesterday about legal highs, which is a bit worrying. Some dodgy stuff going on there that you can order. But yeah, it's the modern generation. Big Steve constantly taking the piss out of Jurassic Park. He goes out first thing on the day of release to watch it. Enough said. Exactly, Chris. I don't think he's got a leg to stand on there, really, has he? He's definitely a secret closet Jurassic Park fan. In fact, I'd check who you sold them shoes to, Chris, because I bet it's Steve under an alias. Spending money. So it's F-Box. Okay. So they're now having a conversation about F-Box. Oh, hey up. Hey, Queenie. Block this person. Sorry, it's just jumped because of this tit. Yeah, Joanne. Like I say, I like it. But what I've done today is I've gone out and got another white shelving unit because I had a small black unit. So I've spent the afternoon just sorting out all that area over there. So I don't know if I might just quickly show you if I can, but basically I've just put that shelving in that corner there. So it's located up there. Then I've got some of the pictures that I got off Chris just in the corner there. So yeah, it's I'm happier with that because I can put more stuff on it. Plus I can see my Disney stuff now. Hey, like I say, hey, Queenie, what's that, Santa? Not really a movie, but Stranger Things 4 is great. Well, I haven't managed to get into Stranger Things yet. I started watching the first couple of episodes a while back when they first came out, but then I never got into it. But I'm going to try and give it another go because obviously people are raving about it. But is the season 4, is that like in 2 volumes? Have they done it in 2 volumes? Another one I need to try and catch up on is the new The Boys, the new episode of The Boys. That was pretty cool. Just finished Stranger Things. Awesome. What's that? Just got a kitten, called it Dusty from Stranger Things. Oh, Grey Santa. Fair enough. That's hey Cherry. Not Siri, Cherry. I've sent a Blu-ray your way the other day, so hopefully you should get it soon. I think I've addressed it to your mum though, so it's for the Disney collection. But speaking of that, I went in to see yesterday, and I don't know if they've dropped them because of Disney Plus, but someone had literally dropped off a load of Disney Blu-rays with the covers on them. But they're all sort of £2 and £3 each. So I think the pricing might have dropped dramatically because of Disney Plus. But if you let me know what you've got, then I'll have a look, see if I can get some more, and then I'll send them your way. So have you watched? You've obviously watched the first 3 seasons. Then, Chris, did you? How are you? Do you enjoy it? What's that? Thinking of going to see. Every man and his dog is going to see Jurassic Park this week. Honestly, what's that? Oh, is it good? I'm glad about that because, like I say, I've got the first 2 series. I love The Boys. Sorry, I keep hitting my chair for some reason. I've got the first 2 seasons, but it's just I wanted to get a bit of time just to sit down and watch them. Which little man's at school tomorrow, so I might crack on with that. And have a look. Cherry, have you got thingy, by the way? Have you got Bambi? I've got a double of that because I've got the number 1 and 2 together. Which when I was sorting them out today, I've found which ones I had. Heard of case placebo cover. A couple of other things I've noticed this week. I watched a teaser trailer for the Munsters. It is literally 30 seconds worth of teaser trailer, but the characters look pretty similar to the original, so that'll be good. What was the other trailer? Oh, Black Adam. So you don't have Bambi on Blu-ray. If you don't have Bambi on Blu-ray, I'll send you that one. I'll just get some more and send them all together. Don't forget to hit. Oh, thanks, Steve. Yeah, don't forget to hit the like and subscribe. I appreciate that. Yeah, that's fine, Kathy. But I just need to know. I'll message you afterwards because I was trying to do a video earlier with my GoPro just to try it out, and that's probably the only bit of video that's actually any good. So I'll have a look through it and I'll write a list down of what I saw. Oh, Miss Marvel also first episode. Is that on this week? Was it? Yeah. I don't know what to make of that. I'd seen some reviews that, not reviews, sorry. I saw the preview, the trailers and everything, and then I saw a couple of people say that if it weren't good, they were just going to turn off after the first episode. Uh, right. Make sure you're. Oh, I'm not squeamish, Shabba. I mean, like I say, the best part, if anybody hasn't seen The Boys, it's that first episode where that speedster goes straight through that girl. That's amazing. That just had me hooked straight away. That did. I nearly, I want nearly all. Only got a couple of. Yeah. So would it be easier just to tell me what you have got then, Kathy, and then I can work back. Like I say, it looks like somebody's gone. I've got Disney Plus now. I don't need these. Dropped them in. And probably got about 10p each for them at CEX. So, but they all seem to be. There's one I got on the pickups, which I'll show you a bit later. But that was for my collection. A bit difficult to show you really, but I've got loads of Disney ones. Series is coming out. Okay, I like Danny Boyle stuff. That'll be good to see. Do you know about that? On Disney, I think. Could be good. Was involved in. Oh, okay. I'm gonna have to do a bit of research on this Pistols, because I like Danny Boyle stuff, especially like the earlier stuff that he's done. Is it Danny Boyle that did King Arthur? I think it was on it. I've already done this, haven't I? Block the user. Thank you. There's now compared to the first episode of series 3. Oh, okay. Okay. I'm so watching that tonight then. I think I'm going to have to have a bit of a late one, Queenie. Just see something about an AHA film or a series or something. Okay. I'll tell you what we got. So as part of my package for Sky, I say Sky Virgin, when I renewed my package, I had a bit of an argument with them about the football. Anyway, they feffed me about and chucked on movies for free. So every so often, I mean, I don't know why, because I've got most of the movies that are on there. But I was flicking over last night, and it was Bohemian Rhapsody that was on. So we sat there until about 1 o'clock in the morning watching that again. Such a great movie, and I've been listening to Queen most of the day. It's they're just happy because. I love. Is he really? I'll have to. Which one's that? Don't have knowledge for you. I love Hackers. It's not. I don't think it's aged well, especially the technology side of it. But it's a good movie. But it's that song when he first gets on the plane after he's just been thingied as a kid, banned from the internet by that judge. That's a good tune. Hey Peter, sorry mate, I missed you on the chat there. Don't know why. Right, okay. So what I'll do then is I'll jump into pickups. Just get that out of the way. So let me see if I can remember how to do this. So before I lose Chris, because he usually disappears after about 10 minutes in the chat. Not only joking, Chris, but yeah. So what I'll do is I'll go through these. So a couple of things have happened this week. Firstly, I'm going to tell you I lost the will not to buy the steelbook that I was going to buy last week, and I bought it. But the second thing was, and I don't think I can afford this to be a regular thing by any stretch of the imagination. But Steve, Big Steve, rang me up and said that he was in the CEX in Ellesmere Port, and offered and said that they'd had some steelbooks come in. Apparently, the guy had dropped off about 100 steelbooks, which just makes me want to cry most of the time. And would I want to do a FaceTime and he'd buy them for me, and obviously I'd transfer the money and he'd send them. So that's what happened. So he FaceTimed me, and apparently the cashier at the side is saying I could go on the website and check all the ones they'd had in. No, you're all right, love. I'm good. So I've got a little bit of a pickup that's actually from Ellesmere Port as well. Yes, yeah. See, that's what I mean, Shabba. That is the tune. It's just a kick when it kicks in. It's awesome. Anyone seeing Carriers 2009 virus related? I'll come back to this in a sec. Anyway, so before I don't want to leave the studio. Thank you. Before I carry on, or before I lose Chris, so I put a DVD on a watch on CEX, so that it was out of stock when I was looking for it. But we obviously it had been mentioned by Chris, so I put it on a watch. Anyway, it pinged up. So the second it pinged up, I think it was in, I want to say Aberdeen or somewhere. So I ordered it straight away, and that is Radio Flyer. So this is the one that Chris was going on about the other week, that has Elijah Wood in it, and I think did he say like a voiceover of Robin Williams or something? I mean, straight away I had to buy it because of that, but yeah, it was the only one in CEX around the country. So the second that went up, I picked that up. A couple of things I picked up today. This was from a charity shop, which is the Nativity 3. So I've got 1 and 2 down there. So that's now, hopefully that's the collection complete. A couple of ones that I got, which were, actually, they've still got prices on them, but I've been looking at these for a while, and the guy wanted, between them, he wanted 18 quid because it was in a charity shop. Anyway, I've managed to haggle him down because I got the bookcase from there. Anyway, he wanted 15 for the bookcase and he wanted 17 for these DVDs. Anyway, he gave me them both. Oh, give me all for 20 quid. So I got a decent saving on it. But it's definitely out of print. Hey, Pat. Hope you're well. It's definitely out of print. But I think this is season 3 of My Hero. So I've been eyeing it up for a while because I remember watching this on the BBC. It probably wasn't great, and I bet it's not. It's definitely won't have aged great, but I wanted them for the collection, so I picked them up. Another one I picked up from a charity shop, which by name I wouldn't have bothered. However, I'm on a bit of a Stephen Graham binge. I really like his stuff. Listening, what's that? Sorry, Chris, were you taking the mic? Tom Hanks, CEX seems to telling customers how to use a website. Yeah, exactly. Sorry, I'm missing other. Anyway, so but yeah, so when I read this and I was like, there's Danny Dyer in it, which I could take it or leave it, to be honest. Noel Clarke, which is a decent actor. Shame about his personal life. But obviously Stephen Graham's in it, and it's Doghouse. Which I'm interested to see. But obviously with Stephen Graham in it, I'll watch it because he's great. Another one I haven't seen yet, but I picked up, which is Picard season 1. So I wasn't. I think it was about a tenner. I wasn't paying the £20 or whatever it is in Asda. So this is the Disney one. I picked up. Classic number 9 and number 11, which I definitely don't have. It's sort of annoying because they're both in there, because now I can't put number 10 in the middle of it. But it is these two bad boys. Fun and Fancy Free and The Adventures of, is it Ichabod and Mr. Toad? So again, sleeve cover. So this one was definitely for me, ladies, I'm afraid. Because I needed it, but just to sort of prove a point, £3.50. So they will be going in the collection that I've been organising today. So that can go up there. I'll put that in a bit later. There was a couple of things that I'd ordered online, and I think it was eBay. I'd said last week I was waiting for some more Inside number 9. But one of them I picked up was the Dawn Wall. Now, I think this was on a sale, either HMV or it was a HMV store on eBay. But I think there's Freestyle or Free Solo and this one. Absolutely brilliant, like documentary films. Very suspenseful. I think I could use the B&B sticks. But yeah, it really is a good documentary if you've not seen it. I think they're on either Netflix or Amazon. At least that's where I saw them originally. So the two that I was waiting for that turned up eventually, which is Inside Number 9, Series 7, and Series 5. So they can go with my other ones, so obviously I've got Series 6, which I said I'm annoyed that they don't do these series in Blu-ray, because I've got the other 4 of them in Blu-ray, which is annoying. Oh, don't you start. So I picked up this little guy for £1 the other day. It wasn't working because there was some battery leakage in it. As you can see, it's now working now. I've cleaned it, and now I've got to shut it up. So if you hear that in the background, that's what it is, guys. You're chatting away here, Steve. If you're this quiet, then why don't you just jump on? Some steelbooks. So I'll go through the ones that I got from Steve. Now he was kind enough to send me one separately, which is the Sweeney Todd, which is going to go in my collection. So thank you for that, Steve. I really appreciate that. So the ones that I got from Ellesmere Port, tell her she's still going to Caribbean. She could, yeah. So I got Bad Boys with What You Gonna Do on the back, which is pretty cool. So these are all now in their special cases. I got Jaws, which has got a slipcover thing on it, or a J card, or whatever they call them. The Force Awakens. So this was only, I think this one was about £3, but obviously with the 6 that I've already got from the prequels and the originals, I just need the other 2 now. And obviously one of my favourite actors, so I had to pick this up, which is Jumanji. I would take them out and show you because the artworks on them is really good, but they're so flimsy, the cards that come with them. Another one I picked up, which is Miss Captain Marvel. Now this is probably one of the weakest of the Marvel films, but obviously this is what you pay for those ones. Oh, yeah, 34 for the lot, Chris. Yeah, for those 4 was. Oh, I'm sorry your diabetes ain't great, Pat. Mine's been playing up a bit recently, but I hope you get better soon. These pickups always remind me of... Yeah, exactly, Cherry. But the thing is, it's like this one here, I'd sort of resisted getting it because it is probably the weakest one, but I do have a lot of Marvel films on Steelbook, and because it's not the greatest Marvel film, it was reflective of the price, and obviously it's 4K. So, Blu-ray and 4K, so I picked it up. So I've sort of whizzed through them ones. So this is the one that I was arguing with myself last week because I didn't want to spend the money on it. I am going to take this one out of the case because I want to sort of show you the reasons why. But it is Full Metal Jacket in 4K. So, as I had an argument with Steve, I mean, the detail is great. Look at that. I mean, I had an argument with Steve because obviously I do have it already, Full Metal Jacket, because I've got it in the Stanley Kubrick collection. But, I mean, 4K, and it's probably one of the greatest war movies. Good ones at that time, obviously Platoon as well, and I think what else? Hamburger Hill, maybe, and Apocalypse Now. But I had to get it. Hey, Rich, hope you're well. But yeah, so I argued with myself for a bit. But the thing is that a lot of these times it's inevitable. Unfortunately, it's inevitable. But some good steelbooks there to go with the collection. I am going to calm down with what I'm getting. Unless Steve rings me up with another list of CEX stuff. But some good finds this week. I mean, I've managed to find 2 out of print My Heroes. I've managed to get the only copy in CEX of Radio Flyers across the country. And obviously I've got those steelbooks. So yeah, he's not been too bad. What should I say? I've seen the majority of the Marvel films. Need to catch up with Doctor Strange one. What Doctor Strange, the first one or the second one? Though I think that's the only one I haven't seen yet. But I don't watch enough movies for it. So I wasn't going to originally buy. If truth be told, I wasn't going to originally buy the Captain Marvel one. I bought a copy of the Eternals, but when I got home, I realised that I already had it sealed up and on my shelf, so I took it back and paid a couple more quid for that instead. Otherwise, I probably wouldn't have bothered. What time should I drop her off? The second one, yeah. So I haven't seen it either. Again, it's difficult to get to the cinemas at the minute because when little one's in school is the only time I could really go. But my cinema don't do that sort of time. I wouldn't mind going to an 11 o'clock sort of showing and just sit there for a few hours. I got a few. Oh well, I hope you've got a couple to go through, Steve. But yeah, save that for next week. I've still got my homework to watch for next week, which is the Wrath of Khan. I can't remember the last time I watched that. But yeah, so that's my pickups for this week, I think. Even the Furby. Is there anything else I picked up? Well, I got some down here. No, they're not. Where did I put them? Here they are. So, another couple of things actually. Steve sent Leo a Mr. Tumble teddy, or Stephen Lana did, and he absolutely loves that. So I appreciate that, buddy. He's very much into his Mr. Tumble, which is not ideal to watch, but never mind. So today I've gone out, and there was a little, like the bags that they do in the charity shops for like just random toys. Anyway, there was one for £1, so I picked it up. Because again, one of the things Leo's into is McDonald's stuff. Anyway, I noticed the little robot. It wasn't a robot when I bought it, but it's a 1987 like thing, which is pretty cool. I don't know whether to give him that one though, to be fair, because I quite like that. But yeah, so I went in the shop where I got my shelving unit from and saw 1991 vintage toys. Now he did want, I think we said on there, £10, but I knocked him down to a £5. But I think I'm going to, although they are vintage, I think I'm going to give these to Leo to play with because that was the whole point. Yeah, it's pretty cool. I need to get them out and clean them. He's got a few different sets, to be honest with you. But I think the reason I got these ones is because he likes the drink stuff. Will be pretty cool to play with, and obviously the cars and the burger. There's a bit of a mixture. But yeah, he's got all Kellogg's stuff. There's Kellogg's ones. What else was there? The Flintstones ones that were McDonald's that he's got in there. And I think there was Kellogg's, weren't they? I said that, and what was they? There was a few others anyway, but he basically bagged them up and put 5-10 quid on them. It's brilliant little Mackey's toy. Yeah, like I say, it's I'm not going to lie. As soon as I saw it transformed, I did think of Steve, but I don't like him that much, so I'm keeping it. I hope you've had a good week, Rich. The weather's been all right today, and then it's pissed it down this afternoon. But other than that, I've got a few days off. So what I'll do is we'll go to... So I'll put the link in there. If anybody wants to come and join me, please feel free. Save me from talking to myself. But yeah, I've got because obviously I've gone through my my newer steel books, and there's a couple of others as well. So I've gone through. I've got one of the things I noticed I had in my collection. Well, I knew I had really, but was the Jumanji 1 and 2, the remake one. So I've got that to get rid of. Now I can get rid of that, and obviously I can get rid of that. There was a couple of others I was looking at as well, but yeah, I'm just trying to. I'm very aware of the criticism I get from Steve on that one, so I'm trying to make sure that I'm not duplicating on stuff that I don't particularly want to duplicate on. Apart from Dirty Dancings, because that just annoys Steve, so I'm keeping them. But yeah, like I say, do you feel free coming on and have a chat? I won't bite. I'll try not to. What else we got? Has anybody watched any decent TV programs? Because I'm struggling to think of something apart from Stranger Things. I'm looking for something to sort of sink my teeth into and get watching. I've just finished Schitt's Creek, which I really enjoyed. It's sort of it reminds me a bit of Scrubs, really. There's some really funny moments in it, and then there's some really over the latter stages of the last season. There's definitely been. I have Jaws help you out. What? You want Jaws, do you, Steve? Because it's not worth a lot, so you're quite welcome to it if you want me to send it you. The irony that you've sent Jaws my way and then I'll send it back the other way. Do you know what, Cherry? The night I needed you to be here and you're wimping out on me, it's shocking. Yeah, like I said, I've enjoyed Schitt's Creek. The first couple of episodes was a bit difficult to get on with, but that is it. David, the son, he just makes me chuckle all the time. I think he's sort of patronising and he's very sharp with his wit. We started the Night Sky on Amazon, which is okay. So what's that about, Queenie? I'd be interested. There was one that was being mentioned last week. About what was it about? Was it to do with something like the Park 5 or something like in America, the Central Park or whatever? Which I started trying to watch, but I couldn't get into. But I've not watched a lot on Amazon recently because I've not found anything that I've actually liked on there. No, Steve, I haven't. Funnily enough, I think I was put off by watching one halfway through a season at somebody's floating house. But I need to get into. I still need to watch. There's a few things I need to watch on Disney, but I'm just waiting for somebody to sort out the subscription. I definitely want to watch the new Obi-Wan Kenobi. Oh, Obi-Wan. Okay. Oh, hang on a second. What's the name of that, Cherry? Because I think I've put it on my watch list. What was it called? So I like them sort of things. The documentary series, they're quite entertaining. Brooklyn 5, is that the one? Is it called a different name though? What was it called? I think it's that we're on about. But keep sweet, pray and obey. Okay, I'll write that one down. Either that, you're just telling me to keep sweet, pray and obey. You keep saying this. You keep saying this, Steve, and you keep letting me down. And then I think you're doing it on purpose because then you just blame me for not watching anything. So you get to sit there and stew because you can't say out about it. Not that I'm bitter or anything. No, I do appreciate it, but if you could get it sorted, that'd be awesome. Otherwise, I'll have to get it myself. Let's have a look at the name. I've forgotten already. The official name of the document. It says the official name of the documentary. Anybody tried Naked HD? I think they're definitely in force today, aren't they, Kathy? I don't know what it is. But it's because we've got. That's another thing. We've got 250 subscribers now. Unless one of you leaves, which is I'd really hope you don't. But yeah, we've got 250 subscribers. So I said to Steve, I said, I hope I get to 1,000 subscribers before me 50th, which gives me a good 10 years. So, yeah, hopefully we're dead chuffed. Obviously, dead chuffed by the support. It's been great. More and more, John, at the minute. And I know Chris went through a stage where he got it. They got him every single week, and then they've just sort of got bored and sodded off, I think. But yeah, it's yeah. Thanks, guys. We're so chuffed about it because we just do it because it's we like to talk about movies and you know you definitely got two guys that are passionate about what we do, mate. So I'm really chuffed that we get the support we do off you girls and guys. So really appreciate it. But yeah, that Kate, he messaged me about 5 minutes before. Well, 5 minutes before I came upstairs to start this, because we've been hovering on 248, I think, for the last couple of days. We had a jump of about 3 people at the start of the week, and then we've just been hovering around. But like I say, I'm hoping to get some more content out. I've got my GoPro that I'm trying to start learning to use. It's a lot more difficult than I thought it would be, to be honest. But I'll get there. I mean, it's just knowing it's there. You're sort of conscious of it. I don't think really people give a monkeys, to be fair. Oh, thanks, Cherry. I appreciate that. But yeah, we love having you on here as well. Next week you should do a duck race for movies. Yeah, if there's a winner, show homework. I'd add hackers. I'll get my admin to add hackers to the list, Shabba. So I've got a really nice copy of it, to be honest. I say nice copy. I'd been hanging around for a while. I mean, obviously I've got it on digital as well, but it's always been a great film, and for a lot of people, it was like the first introduction to Angelina Jolie. Sounds like I sound like feet coming up the stairs. I think I'm going to be interrupted any second now. So that was a nice surprise this week. He managed to smash the iPad, so hitting it with a toy. So we had to. Luckily, I had support on it, so I went and got it exchanged. But yeah, we had sort of nearly 2 days without an iPad, so he was going mental, driving us bonkers. Bless him. But I can definitely hear him walking around with it. But I've got him one of those cases that's got like a handle on it now. It's all foam, so he's carrying it around. He loves it. Sorry, I'm just listening. Have you got him, Lou? Yeah, I think we've got him. I don't know what it is. They've got nothing better to do, Joanne. Honestly, nothing better to do. But yeah, if you guys have got anything you want to have a chat about, or feel free. Like I say, you can quite easily come on if you want to come on. I don't think I'll be on here for the hour and a half because I'm not talking about anything with the homework, and we've not got the year review this week. Sorry, I'm going to do that next week. Don't be mean, Cherry. Are you guys having a chat here? That's a spam on the reselling channel. Yeah. So, but yeah. Other than that, it's been really an uneventful week. I've tried to watch where I could, and like I say, I was chuffed I managed to get them 2 movies watched because I kept looking at that last night in Soho, and I really wanted to watch it. But I'm going to have to start chipping away at the movies because there's a massive portion of movies I haven't seen in here. On the premise that I was going to watch them at some point. It's amazing to see how many of them I've actually got that are still sealed. That's the worrying thing. I was going through a few the other day, and I think I've already got them on digital, and that's the thing. It's not like I haven't seen them, but yeah, there's a few that are sealed. But I'll get through some of my arrows, I think. You just ate the spam. Nice. No such thing as. What are you two? What are you chatting about, you lot? Join the war. Join the war. Oh, it's Uncle. We've got Uncle Albert back again. Oh, bless him. I don't know. That's a series I wish they'd do on Blu-ray. I mean, I've got that set with the specials on, which I picked up from Asda a few months ago. Say a few months ago. I think about Christmas or just before. But I don't see why they can't bring it out on HD, because they've obviously got like UK got a gold HD or whatever it's called now. You know, so they are streaming them in HD, but you know. But I want to get through some of my Arrow videos and the premium collections. Just because the Arrow ones, they're already restored. Disney Shop has a massive sale on, and I'm having to sit on my hands. Yeah, I bet you are. Speaking of the ones that you like in Disney, one of the ones I did notice in CEX, which was like £2, was Up. I was tempted, but I weren't sure. I was pretty sure if it was one of your favourites, you already had it. Question for all: if you could choose a film animal to have as a pet, which film and what animal? Little Al Alien from Flight of the Navigator for me. Oh, that's pretty cool. That I don't know. Do you know what? 100% Gizmo. Done. Job done. Game over. It's got to be Gizmo. Just don't feed him after midnight or get him wet, which would be fine because I won't have to bath him then. But it's got to be. I think it's got to be Gizmo on it for my childhood anyway. Yeah, I'm going with Gizmo. So, is there any other pet that anybody else would pick? That'd be interesting. So basically, the question that's on the screen, Cherry, either that, or I was saying, when I went into CEX earlier, and I've been going on about the prices being slashed on the Disney movies that actually have the covers on them as well. One of the ones that was on there was Up. I think it was about £2, but I didn't pick it up because I thought you'll definitely have that because it's one of your favourite Disney movies. But obviously, if you don't, then let me know. Gizmo gets kidnapped by the old guy, though. Doesn't mean I can't have him as a pet, though. The question was, which one would you like? Who would you like to have as a pet? I mean, that alien lived on a bloody ship, for crying out loud. But yeah, he's got to be. He's got to be. I think. Yeah, I don't think there's anybody else. E.T.'s probably not the most appealing, is he? But yeah, let's go with Gizmo. There he is. So that's who I have. The husky from due south. The pet. What? So I do apparently there's different colours. There's different colours. It was a blue one. I am also not getting Blu-ray, getting the big standard ones. So in other words, you want to get the DVDs. Is that what you're saying? That you're getting the Disneys on DVDs rather than Blu-rays? Which seems a bit daft, really, considering the prices of them at the minute. Be Doug, yeah, and have his translator microphone. Okay, no, I did sort of miss that. Sorry, Kathy. So Kathy would have, and I'm terrible with names. Is it Folker? Flight of the Navigator is a good movie. In fact, did I pick it up just for the sake of picking it up the other week? I think I did. I think I picked it up for the sake of it. Where is it? Is it in here? So obviously I've already got Flight of the Navigator on Blu-ray. But there was a DVD. I can't find it now. I have picked it up. I don't know where it is. But there was a DVD a case that I'd never seen, so I picked it up. Just been to see an unofficial cinema trip with my nephew. No, really? Wow, is that one of those like test screenings? I think it's similar to I had it with a movie called The Shadow many years ago, which I've got down there on Blu-ray with Alec Baldwin in. Hey Lisa, and we'd gone in, and me and my cousin had gone in to see the Flintstones. And when we came out, this woman approached us and said, "Did we want to come back later on in the evening and watch a movie?" I think it was free actually. I think it was free of charge, and obviously at the time we were young, so I had to get parents sort of permission and stuff. But we went back, and it was like a secret screening of The Shadow. I'd like it to have been something that was a bit more, bigger movie, but it was. I enjoyed it. This oh, Shabby just keeps chatting. Yeah, sorry if you. Okay, that'd be cool. I'm hoping it's good. The reviews, because obviously with it being released in America, there's reviews all over the show. The biggest dog in the world. Digby, the biggest dog in the world. Clifford. Geez, I was saying, Lisa, I've been watching a few of your videos recently. You've been getting some good pickups. No, Shadow. It wasn't Phantom. Phantom was what's he called? One sec. Oh God. Where is it? Where is it? So we've got. There it is. That's going to annoy me. Is it up there? Oh, there it is. I knew it was a premium collection. So I've got the Phantom, which is Billy Zane. That's what I was trying to remember. Thank you, Joanne. No, it was Shadow with Alec Baldwin. So it's a bit of a cheesy sort of 90s superhero sort of thing movie, but I enjoyed it. But obviously, when it came out on Blu-ray, I had to pick it up because of the nostalgia side of it. There we go. You'll notice I've changed my chair the other week, so I won't be falling off this one anytime soon. I say that now, don't I? Yeah, yo. I mean, which one? Oh, okay. Sorry, yeah. Do you know what? I would probably choose the Shadow over Phantom. I like the Phantom as a character, but obviously I've got a bit more nostalgia with Shadow because it's the only movie I've ever got in on like that. I saw Contact as a sample viewing. Really, the survey. Yeah, that's what they did. I remember now. They did a survey. Audience, yeah, it was released. It was still long. Yeah, that was the other thing I'd read. Obviously, I'm not 100% sure if it's true, but I'd read that Amber Heard's now been deleted out of Aquaman 2 because she only had about 10 minutes worth of runtime anyway by the time she got the reduced role. Billy Zane is in The Boys. Is he really? I'll have to look back on that. I can't remember him being in it. But yeah, I'd be interested to see if they've actually cut her out of it completely. Because if it had been the other way around, it'd been him. They definitely would have done that. Shall I throw on his episode cameo? Okay. Which of your movie-related toys is your favourite, little Steve? I don't know, to be honest with you. I mean, probably my crow up there. He's a good one. I obviously got these bad boys. I'm not going to move them both, but got the Revenge of the Sith figures. There's actually two of them. You've got Obi-Wan behind me. So Obi-Wan's over there, purely because for some reason, no matter what I do, he doesn't stand up properly. So I've just put him over there, but you put the two together, and obviously they're dueling. I've got my Daredevil up there, my Darth Vader up there. I don't know. I mean, the one that I spent absolutely ages trying to get hold of was the car from Fast and Furious. The Brian's Toyota and the Mitsubishi Eclipse, is it? I tried to, because they kept going out of stock at Asda, and what we'd had, some savvy resellers had been picking them up and then putting them on eBay for twice the price. So I ended up calling around all these different Asdas in the area to try and track them down, which took me absolutely forever to find them. And then just by sheer luck, I got the bigger ones, but then I had went into one of the charity shops a few weeks later, and they had the smaller ones as well. So I picked them one up. But I just think those cars are awesome. But obviously, I've got the bigger ones as well. Shelley Theron, yeah. But I think that's probably it. There might be a couple of things I've missed. I've got some stuff downstairs as well, in a glass cabinet, but I can't fit that up here. I don't think there's anything else I've got. I've got me Back to the Future shoes as well that I got off Chris, which is cool. Bloody user, thank you very much. So, if there's anybody else got any cool things they want to show, or they have at home, I'd be interested to know. Apart from Steve's toy collection, because I know what Steve's toy collection looks like. I mean, collectibles, sorry. He doesn't like it being called toys. I'm wondering if he's picked anything up while he's been away of actual toys, or whether it's been movies. I don't know. They're just another naked HD thing. It's ridiculous, isn't it? Oh God. I'll give it one more go. If anybody wants to pop on, please feel free. There we go. Yeah, I'm hoping that Jurassic Park is good though. What's this mask? Oh, hang on. Oh. Yeah. Condor bike, which is... Yeah, I remember my cousin had the Condor bike. I never had that. But yeah, it was probably one of my favourite vehicles on Mask as well. I'm going through what I'm trying to do at the minute, apart from try not to spend a fortune on Blu-rays, is I'm trying to piece together the kids shows from when I was growing up. Yeah, Joanne, I agree with you. Mask is definitely up there, but there's a few of them. I think it was because Steve had picked up. What did he pick up? He picked up one the other week. It sort of got me thinking, and then I got the Dungeons and Dragons. But yeah, I'm going to try and get the cartoons from. I've got some of them. I've got 80 Days Around the World with Willy Fogg. I've got a few others, but I'm going to try and get, even if they're DVDs, which most of them are in the UK. I'm going to try and get the kids' TV shows that I watched growing up, because I've got Mysterious Cities of Gold. What else have I got? Thundercats. I've got. Yeah. Good luck trying to get him to part with any of that, Shabba. But yeah, I'm thinking I want to start watching. In fact, I had the Thunderbirds on this morning when Little had gone to school, because I was tidying up downstairs. I put Thunderbirds, the TV series, on. It's the one that I got from the charity shop near Steve's for like a couple of quid. Which Lou came downstairs and was like, "Oh, I forgot all about this," and she was enjoying watching it as well, so that'd be good. Belle and Sebastian on DVD. What the hell's that? Oh, Belle and Sebastian. I'm not even sure what that is, to be fair. It's a pop band. Oh, okay. I'll tell you what, this just reminded me then. I remember there was it a Hulk Hogan? I remember Hulk Hogan. What was that wrestling cartoon? I remember that's just sprung to mind. I'm sure Hulk Hogan's name was in the title, but it was basically the wrestling stars from Superstar days, wasn't it? I remember that being a cartoon. I've also got the Ace Ventura cartoon, which I stumbled upon one day in a charity shop, which seems to be rare because I've never seen it. Oh, the manga cartoons. Okay, I was going to say it's come up as a as a band. The only manga that I've really seen is what's it called? I said it was like a vampire one. Yeah, I see what you mean now. What's it called? Oh, Helsing. That was it. I've got Helsing. I remember watching that. It was a while back though. Yeah, I thought it'd be a good idea. I'm going to try and get the TV series as well. So I want Golden Girls because I remember I used to watch that on a Friday night when I stayed at my nana's. There was a few things we'd watched. We'd watched like Golden Girls, The Simpsons, and a few other things. Bucky O'Hare, yes, I love that. I think Chris has got a jumper or a T-shirt for sale, the book of it, but it's the wrong size, unfortunately. Dumb and Dumber cartoon, series 1 only. There was a few of them though, weren't there? I think there was a Mask cartoon. No, it's fine, Shabba. I mean, everybody else seems to be quiet. So, Defenders of the Earth, yeah, love it. And that was the one. That was what was that what Steve got? Yeah, I think Steve got like a 5-disc edition. But the Defenders of the Earth, there's 3 different editions that I've found. There's a 7-disc, a 5-disc, and a 3. I think I've got the 7 saved as a list, a thing on eBay because I want the whole lot of them. But it's still going to probably cost about 50 quid for them. But Defenders of the Earth is definitely one I need to add to my collection, but it's difficult to find. If you find like a 1 DVD set with about 3 episodes on them. Tailspin, yeah. DuckTales, Tailspin. Oh my lord. There's a few. There really is. There's a few, especially like late 80s, early 90s. 90s cartoons. Let's have a look. I wouldn't mind Danger Mouse because I know that's relatively easy to get hold of. The Turtles would be another one. I'd like to get hold of the original Ninja Turtles. Batfink, is that another one? I enjoyed Hey Arnold. Obviously the Rugrats, I've got the characters up there, Rugrats. Captain Planet, that's the other one I want. Battle of Planets, Ulysses. I was never a big fan of Ulysses. The Poddington Peas. I don't know. There's a couple of them that I really sort of late 80s, which was like the Shoe People and the Gummy Bears. They were awesome. If I could watch I could watch them with Little Man. I know he'd enjoy them. But they weren't, especially like the Shoe People. That wasn't really a big one. I think it was just a normal UK program on it, whereas Gummy Bears was awesome. D'Artagnan, Three Muskehounds, yeah. That's another one. I think I'm not sure how many series they did of that, because you can get the first series quite easily. Chip and Dale, yeah, Rescue Rangers. But these are the things that I want to be sort of picking up. I don't want to be. I think moving forward, I don't particularly want to be going out and getting random movies just because I like the sound of them. I think I'm going to try and put some money into getting the TV shows that I used to watch. Polish version is so funny. It's called Chippy Dale. Yeah, all right, Shabba. But it's just frustrating that some of these programs aren't brought out on Blu-ray. Really, Down at the Bottom of the Garden, Among the Birds and the Bees, the Poddington Peas, absolutely. It's amazing how some of these tunes, when you hear it, like literally you can hear a couple of bars of it and you know straight away what it is, and you could probably recall all of the words You know, we sat there every. So we were quite fortunate. My nana had a Sky, had Sky, and we'd go there at the weekends while my mum was working. So my nana and granddad had Sky, and I mean the dish was the size of an house. It was stupid, but it was watching like the Fun Factory first thing on a Saturday morning, and then I think we watched the Fun Factory, and then it was followed by, I want to say, WWF Superstars. Watching Macho Randy Savage get bit by a snake, by Jake the Snake Roberts' snake. That scarred me, that did. But yeah, there's some great programs on a Saturday morning. Great programs. Trapdoor. Yeah, I mean, I wasn't big into some of these ones now. Denver the Last Dinosaur, yeah, that's another one. But this is it. These things really, they should be bringing them out. Obviously, you had the real Ghostbusters as well, but they should be bringing these things out on Blu-ray. There's no reason for it. There really isn't. What's that? It's a picture. Let's have a look. Jason the Wheel Warriors. That's the other one I used to watch religiously. Jason the Wheel Warriors. That was great. That was. I think I had a conversation with, was it Chris about Around the Twist? Yeah. And again, you think of Around the Twist, and straight away that song's in your head, isn't it? Yeah, you couldn't Queenie. It was on or it wasn't. In fact, my nan and granddad had a VHS, and we always thought it was a bit posh because it had a talking remote. I mean, the remote. I'm trying to think what the remote would look like now, sort of size wise. It was about the size of a Game Gear, but it would talk to you about setting up recordings. It was really bizarre. I've never seen anything like it. The figures and vehicles sell for a lot of money for Jason Wheel Warriors. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised. I think I've looked into a couple of them once or twice. But again, it's a program that if you went and tried to search for that, there's probably a couple of DVDs out there, but you don't get the whole set. Whereas in America, they have the whole sets of these things. What was it I picked up earlier? I'm sorry, I know I keep saying this, but there was some DVD wise I picked up earlier. So I'm not sure this is totally official. It was in a charity shop, right? But it's 8 Crazy Nights with Adam Sandler, which seems to be a cartoon movie. It is Region 1, so I'd have to put it in something that I can play Region 1 in. But I've got a feeling it's a bit of a dodge, just because the disc looks a bit weird. But for like 50p, I was picking it up. You would trip over the remote. Yeah, I mean, this thing was posh. It didn't even have a cable for the remote, but it was. I wish I knew what brand it was, but the bloody thing talked to you. The remote talked to you. Visionaries, yep, that's another one. I've got the Visionaries in there. Let's have a look. 1 second. Yeah, so I've got Thundercats. This was a random Facebook pickup. I've got the Saved by the Bells. As I said before, Visionaries. And Mysterious Cities of Gold. That's to go with the Dungeons and Dragons that's down there. I've got a few more, I think, in the loft. When you rewound a movie and the Ferguson Superstar. Well, I bet it might have been Ferguson, you know. The whole neighborhood knew it. Yeah, it definitely wasn't a quiet experience, was it? Rewinding a tape. Although you were always encouraged to make sure you rewound the tape, so the tension was right. Yeah, I've had it years. This, to be fair, I've had it years, Cherry. But it is, to be fair, you are right. It is. I don't know if you can see that, but you know, let's just pan throw on there. I think this says series 1, so I do need to get series 2. I think. I must have had that 15-year easily. In fact, I'll know because it'll tell you what year it was. Well, it says 2008, so I'm not far off. Not far off. Adventures of Galaxy Rangers. I don't remember that one. The other thing that's just sprung to mind was Brave Star. I enjoyed that back in the day. Brave Star. But again, it's not something that you can go out and pick up the set from. I'm just going through some lists here to see if there's any that I've recognised. Well, that was crap. What else we got? Teeny Toons. I remember that. Definitely remember that one. Obviously, the X-Men. That I haven't got that set either. I want to get that set. The original X-Men's. Bucky O'Hare, as we said. That I think, was it He-Man? That was the set. That was the set that Steve got, didn't he? I want that bloody He-Man set. I think that was when obviously Nickelodeon was in its infancy as well. So there was a lot of programs coming through that, like Doug and Hey Arnold. Earthworm Jim. Eesh. I don't remember a lot of that one, to be fair. And there was Biker Mice from Mars as well, which I've got a figure. Scooby Doo, yeah, 100%. I've got one of the. I did have a whole set of Biker Mice, and I sold them on eBay because at the time I weren't really bothered. But obviously, I've got Biker Mice from Mars there. I figured I'd probably see him again someday, but I haven't seen any more yet. The Care Bears movie. Hey, up, we got another one. Garfield and Friends. Yeah, I did have a Garfield in the background, but my son's nicked it and he's taking it downstairs, so he's playing with Garfield currently. But yeah, I think that's probably the way to go. I'm gonna have to sacrifice the fact. I'm gonna have to accept the fact that they're going to be on DVD, I suppose, but the quality is not going to be much different for cartoons. So, but I'm definitely going to try and pick up some more of the ones that I used to watch. GoBots. I wasn't a big fan of GoBots. It means Transformers as well. That's another thing. But I'm not going on to that. It's a Transformers, Starship Troopers, Halo 3-9. So. But that's what I'm going to do, I think. I still need to get a few more Disney just to stock up on them as well. We're the Chipmunks. But again, you mentioned these names of programs, and straight away the theme tune just comes into your head. And there isn't many of them like it nowadays. Yeah, so there you go, Gummy Bears straight away. Yeah, exactly. I mean, so if I was to ask you, what was your best theme tune for a cartoon growing up? What would you say? It would be a difficult choice for me. I think it would have to be DuckTales was a good one for me. What else it would be? Dogtanian. Banana Man. Yes. See, that was another one. Scooby-Doo. Yep. Banana. See, the Scooby-Doo one, that's changed somewhat over the years, hasn't it? It always annoys me when they do that. There's so many of these programs that they literally just tweak it a little bit, and it just seems like a completely different song. But definitely, Scooby-Doo is definitely one of those. What's that? Banana. See, that's another one. Banana Man. That was a good program. You see, the thing is that they have these things on every week, but when you look up at like how long they ran for, there's probably like one or two series. And I never really noticed at the time that they must have just been playing repeats over and over again. Top Cat, yeah, that's another good one. I do have Top Cat actually. I do have the TV series of Top Cat. I like the raccoons. Yes, yeah, the raccoons. Yeah, it was good that. See, I like talking about this sort of stuff because it brings back the memories of obviously listening to them and watching them. And it does give. I'm going to have to put a list together, I think, of the ones of what I want, firstly, and then what I can actually find, which would be another one. That's another story in itself because it'd be what is actually available on a UK release. Most of them will be American. Tron was my favourite by a mile. What's that from? Tron, as in Tron the movie. Oh, the Snarks. All about pollution, I think. Was it Captain Planet? At the end of it, he'd have like a monologue of how to save the world, so I'll save like recycle and stuff like that. Yes, I pick them up, Keith. Hey, buddy, how you doing, mate? I pick TV theme shows up, CDs when I see them in a charity shop, because there's always a couple on there that I've forgot about, but I've seen some kids ones that I picked up recently. I didn't like Baba. I'm trying to thought in the mornings that was crap. Yeah, Baba was never great. Yeah, I remember that. Yeah, the fact that I remember it, but it still weren't great. Jamie and the Magic Torch. See, I don't remember that, Shabba. I don't remember that far back. Joanne, Pearls of Pen. What was that one? Pearls of Pen. A kids' TV show. No, they're not, Lisa. They're really not. That's the you said Tom and Jerry Kids. Is that the young version of Tom and Jerry? Leo, my son, is into Tom and Jerry, so although we've got plush, which I keep picking up for him when I find them because they're not easy to find, not the official stuff anyway. But we buy the DVDs whenever I see him in charity shops because he wrecks them. So as much as it gripes me, I end up picking extras up. I think we've got about 4 copies of every Wallace and Gromit for that reason. All the different releases of that on DVD, and he's even got a Blu-ray now. Just because he wrecks them, but we've got quite a few Tom and Jerry. Oh, Penelope Pit Stop, yes, I know what you mean now. Sorry, I didn't twig them. Penelope Pit Stop. See, they were good. They were good back in the day, weren't they? The was it Hanna-Barbera? Why have I got a feeling I've got some of those on Blu-ray? I'm sure I have somewhere. I geeked out over the Scooby-Doo pups. The background, yeah, I bet. The Scooby-Doo pups in the background. Captain Caveman. Yeah, I'd be interested to know what sort of kids shows you grew up with, Lisa. Definitely. Dennis the Menace made a film about too. You see, obviously, the Dennis the Menace, which is what I picked up a few weeks ago, Shabba, was obviously that one that I'd shown before. It's pretty cool. But yeah, I love the film Dennis the Menace, but I think I managed to find it in the end in a UK version, but for ages I had the Region 1 version of Dennis the Menace. But they're DVDs, they're not Blu-rays. But then literally the second I picked up the Region 2 version of it, I noticed they'd put it on like Netflix or something. Brain fat cannot spell. It was Defo and the Queenie, the raccoons. So that was another one, wasn't it? Raccoons. That was a good program. They were all sort of the same ilk between that and like the DuckTales and Tailspin and that. They were all sort of the same. I think they're probably the same studio. Count Duckula, that was another one. I've just had a look on the Tinterweb. Count Duckula. That was cool. What else we got? Looney Tunes, obviously they were big in the 90s. What's that picture? You got D'Artagnan on there. You had the Looney Tunes I've already mentioned. The Spider-Man animated. Chip and Dale Rescue Rangers. What else we got? Yeah, I remember Dennis the Menace now. I can see it. But see, Willy Fogg, 80 Days Around the World. That was Around the World with Willy Fogg. That was a cool tune. When that kicked in, you knew straight away what that was. So it's stuck in my head now. Rainbows and what's we got? He-Man. It was massive then, wasn't it? Centurions. See Centurions? That was another one. I remember having the figures of that. The Centurions. The original Power Rangers theme, yes. I've never watched any other series of Power Rangers other than the originals. And the best one was when the Green Ranger became the White Ranger. The Green Ranger was always one of my favourites, and then when he went and it was like, oh no, I think he lost his powers if I remember rightly, or had to give up his powers, and they brought him back as the White Ranger. That was immense. I think I've got that on Blu-ray somewhere. What we got? But I think it's on that movie, not Movies That Made Us. Was it something along them sort of lines on Netflix? Might have been Toys That Made Us or something. But they went on about the Power Rangers and how the sort of concept came about. I say the concept, obviously, it was originally from Nem. Thanks for joining, buddy. It was originally, was it Japan or somewhere that one of the producers had seen something and started basically wanting to use their clips, but it took them quite a bit to get it off the ground because there weren't a lot of studios that were interested in it. Rude Dog and the Dweebs, yeah, another one. Muppet Babies, Shabba. What the hell is that? Binocular the Vampire Rabbit. Not sure about that one. Stop now. All these songs are... Sorry, Queenie, but yeah, this is it. This is what they're annoying songs, but there is no doubt that they were the best theme tunes back in the day. No doubt. And it's quite ironic that Neil's come in when we're talking about music. Yeah, I was just saying, I was just reminiscing on some of the older 90s, 80s, back end of 80s, 90s cartoons because I want to put a collection together of stuff that I used to watch growing up. Like I've got enough movies to last me for decades. So unless something big titles come out, I'd like to try and put a bit of money into TV series that I used to watch. But it's a difficult one because obviously some of them aren't UK releases, so they're going to either be Region 1 or I'm going to have to get them from abroad. So yeah, that's the other thing I want to talk about. Actually, I was speaking to one of the guys in the reselling community the other day, because they'd put a Blu-ray on their site, and I'd noticed. I won't say it was, but I'd noticed that it was quite a rare one. But it was Region 1, and it wasn't totally up to Faye. I don't think that what region it should be. But anyway, I'd sort of messaged him and sort of told him. But obviously, for people that maybe aren't familiar, obviously Region 2 is UK. And it's quite easy to tell. I'll do it just for the sake of it. But you know, if you've got a movie, you'll find a couple of them that'll say on the back. I'm not trying to teach you to suck eggs around, so I do apologise. That's quite a good one to show. But obviously it'll show you like down here. Hang on. I never get this right. Down there. There. So I've got a B in it. So some of the movies nowadays you'll get will have region A, B, and C, which obviously means they're multi-region. If I haven't blocked them already, can you block that Naked HD again, please? Terrahawks, yeah, that was good. But anyway, I felt like I'd helped him out anyway. But it's region B UK, and A, B, and C is and 0 tends to be region 3, doesn't it? If you're on YouTube and I didn't spell it right, what's that? So it's on YouTube and I didn't spell it right. What's that, John? Let me just go back. Okay, the vampire rabbit based on a book. Okay, I'll have a look at that. No one remembers Rude Dog and the Dweebs. When I mentioned it, and it was one of my favourites. Now you see dogs who look like them on Instagram. Yeah, probably. Yeah, I remember Sonic the TV series. I picked up a couple recently, actually, because my little lad's into them. But they had them in a charity shop. He likes playing the Sonic game. In fact, any games that you can think of, really, with Mario or Sonic in, we tend to have to get because he wants to play them. Heathcliff, a poor man's Garfield. Yeah, it was. Heathcliff was definitely a poor man's Garfield. Yeah, that's very true. Can you just check have we blocked this Naked HD, by the way, because it's telling me error, so I'm guessing they've already blocked. I'm not going to refresh the page. Yeah, Zelda. Nice one, nice one. Yeah, Kathy joined the club. I definitely feel old. Yeah. We have one of the Power Ranger morphers. Oh, 20 years younger. Wow, dear. Did you get that from a charity shop? Oh, that'd be awesome. I've not seen one of them in ages. But I was saying later early on, I picked up some McDonald's toys. A little transforming one. Oh, I've got this one here. So I picked this up from a charity shop earlier. And I got a bag of them for my little lad, but they're like 1991. But this is actually 1987. It's shocking how long ago that was. I mean, that thing's nearly as old as me. You know, it's ridiculous. I was old for these. I've never seen them in the same room together. Captain Scarlet, yeah. Like I say, that sort of goes back to what I was saying about Thunderbirds. So obviously I had them on this morning from the series I bought. But yeah, you had there was a few of them back then. Was that other one? There was Captain Scarlet, Thunderbirds, and there was another one. Yeah, £1 from a charity shop. Wow. I bet you couldn't get out of the shop quick enough with that. Stingray, thank you, Joanne. That's it. And then again, that's another Clash tune, isn't it? Stingray, yeah, I remember that. That was class. Thing is, if the kids of today watch them, do you think they'd appreciate them as much, or they just think they were terrible because they weren't CGI? Joe 90, yes. Joe 90 Fireball. I keep saying it, really. I've said it many, many a times, but Thunderbirds is probably the best one for me. But all I can think of with Thunderbirds is Blue Peter, and that's sodding Tracy Island. That literally is the thing that comes to mind whenever I think of Thunderbirds. The outro music of Stingray, yeah. Wow. Well, it's been lovely reminiscing about all these TV programmes, and I bet you're all sick of hearing the theme tunes in your head now. Which is good. Animals of Farthing Wood, yeah. That reminds me, there was another one like that. They were like a Watership Down one as well, weren't they? But Animals of Farthing Wood. If I remember rightly, I think Chris cooking the Haydens, I think he had some thingies of them a while back. Some like, I don't want to say statues, but it's not statues, is it? Them things you can get from like from the card places, the pottery. I remember. No, it didn't. No, Kathy, you're absolutely right. It didn't. It didn't have the same following at all. I mean, the actual film was shocking. But this is what they're doing. It's remaking all these programs over and over again. We'll be watching Jurassic World. We are watching the first showing tomorrow morning. Well, I hope you really enjoy it, Lisa. Try not to give away too much of a spoiler on it. I would love to go and watch it, but depends if I get the time. Little, and it's a bit difficult because we don't have anybody to sort of babysit for us, if you like. So I can only go and watch things during the day if I can. Either that or I'll leave my wife here with Little, which I'm sure she'll be chuffed about, being told I'm going to cinemas on my own. But it's definitely what I want to watch. DuckTales, Tailspin, Chip and Dale, all have good themes. Yeah. See, I told you, Queenie. I told you, every man and his dog. In fact, I wouldn't be surprised if some people have booked the tickets tonight. Every man and his dog's watching blooming Jurassic Park. It's so not fair. It's unbelievable. Unbelievable. But I hope you really all enjoy it. Please try not to spoil it for me. If Steve so much as sees it, I'm going to have to not talk to him for weeks on end because I know what he'll say. He'll tell me all about it. If he thinks it's terrible, it'll be a one-word text message. I'll let you all imagine what that could be. But yeah, is that like two of the biggest movies out of the way then, isn't it? Because you've got Top Gun 2 and Jurassic Park. I was looking at, in fact, I think I did actually. I put it on my phone. I saved it as a picture for the DC and Marvel thingy at the minute. DC and Marvel, what was it? I did save it, yeah. So obviously the run-up, it says Thor Love and Thunder, July the 8th. And then you've got Wakanda Forever on November the 11th. And then Craven, is it? On the 23rd of January. And then Quantumania, is it? On the 17th of February. And then on the DC side of it, you've got Black Adam on the 21st of October. Shazam, the number 2. I'm trying to zoom in. Fury of the Gods on the 21st of December. Aquaman 2. Oh, that's annoying. That would really tell me whether or not she was still in it. Aquaman 2 isn't until March 17th next year. And then the Flash movie is June next year. So there's quite a few coming out. I don't know if you're going to be able to see that, but like I say, I just I saw this article was saying what was coming out and when, and I thought I'll just save it and I'll talk about it. I love it. The only problem, it will be in French. I think there may be have been a new Black Adam. Yeah, that's the one I watched. Now I mentioned earlier. Now it looks good. I mean, I like Dwayne Johnson as an actor. To be fair, sorry, Blackadder. Sorry, Kathy. No, Black Adam. I don't think there'll be another Blackadder anytime soon. Again, the classic TV programs that was. But no, Black Adam trailer dropped yesterday, I think it was. It looks pretty cool. Yeah, I noticed. I saw a post, Lisa, about the was it birthday present she bought? They bought her because she put a post on the group, didn't she? The Chucky series. She unsealed it. She ripped. Oh my god. Oh no, is she devastated? I know I would be. It would really annoy me, that. Wow. Well, have you seen the series? If you bought it to watch it? I haven't seen the series. I mean, I've got the Chucky collection. I think I've got the new Chucky somewhere, but the seven one. I wasn't a massive fan of the new one, actually. I didn't really enjoy it as much. But that's why I haven't watched the TV series yet. After releasing Chucky. A Chucky backpack soon. Wow. There's a few backpacks that are pretty cool, but then you look at them and it's like there is a minimal amount of space in them. They're just literally for effect, aren't they? These backpacks, they're not actually practical. When I edited the video, I kept laughing. She was mortified. Oh, I don't think I've seen that one yet. I kept laughing. I was mortified. We hadn't watched it yet. We'll be watching it this weekend. Well, I hope you really enjoy that. I said I'm going to try and I definitely will be watching Thingy tonight. I'm definitely watching the boys stuff tonight, so I might have to have a late one. Little man's in school tomorrow, so I'll be able to chill out and watch it, I think. But yeah. Okay, right, guys. Well, we're now on an hour and 35. I've obviously bored you to tears for long enough, so I hope you've enjoyed it as much as you can. Please don't forget to like the and obviously if you've not subscribed, please subscribe. Hopefully we'll be back. I will be back next Thursday at 7:15 with Big Steve, and we'll go through the year review. Hang on a second. Oh no, that's pretty. That's a box that I need to buy, John. Party section of the Voice TV. I definitely will do. I'll definitely have something to say next week about it. But like I say, please comment on the video. That'd be awesome. It all helps with the algorithms, and obviously like it, which would be great. I hope I've managed to entertain you, and I really appreciate. Obviously, we are now 250 subscribers. Good job, Steve. No, it's fine, Cherry. It is fine. I mean, I really needed you tonight, but never mind. Just let me down like Steve has. But I'll get over it. I'll forgive you. Let me know, Kathy and Cherry. Please let me know what it is you've actually got on the Disney, and I'll see what I can keep an eye out for you. But thank you very much, guys. Have a great evening. Enjoy your weekend, and I'll see you soon. So take care. Let me just say bye-bye, which is...